Welcome to the Devil's Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I'm Matt Laughlin. As many of you know, I'm a proud graduate of Seton Hall University. During my time there, I worked at the student-run radio station WSOU, where I learned many of the principles that have helped guide me throughout my career. Seton Hall is one of the premier universities in America for those who wish to pursue a career in communications and annually graduates men and women who go on to make their mark in the business. The university's Center for Sports Media is among the best in the land, and the list of alumni who are working at the highest levels of the media world is long and distinguished, and I am humbled to be a part of the legacy. Which is a slightly long introduction to Jackson Shank, who works in the Devil's content department while currently enrolled at the Hall, where he wears a myriad of hats at WSOU, the Pirates Sports Network, and the Seton Hall University Athletic Department. Jackson does a great job working with the Devils and has an amazing future in the business. Recently, he sat down with Devils defenseman Brenden Dillon.
You're 16, right? Yeah. It's been a long career for you. What has made this one so special?
First one in New Jersey, first one really in the Eastern Conference. I played 1 year in Washington, but it was the bubble year, so you're just not ideal circumstances for anybody. Just been an awesome just time in general. Last 4 or 5 months here being a Devil, whether it's the fans, the people around the city, the organization, everyone in it, the teammates, everyone's welcomed me so much. I've just been so proud to be a Devil and have this be part of my career. So just looking forward to what kind of lies ahead for our group, for our team. Every year is so different. The league changes, different strategies, structures, ways to score, ways to defend. I think that's what makes our game so awesome, is it really is changing every year. So for me, as many years as it's been, it's still a new one and feels new.
Is there anything that attracted you about playing on the East Coast?
To New Jersey specifically, the team was kind of number one for me. I haven't had a chance to win yet. I've been to one Stanley Cup final and lost to Pittsburgh, and it's crazy to think it's almost been 8 years now since that time. So it goes quick, but everyone that I've talked to in the past that have played for the Devils have had such great things to say. People have always told me living here has been incredible, and it's just an unbelievable place to play, really.
Can we dial it back to when you were 18, going undrafted? Did you ever envision yourself having the length of the career that you do now?
When I was 18, I just wanted one training camp, let alone one game, let alone one goal, let alone what I've been fortunate to have now. So it's funny. I feel like the game goes so quick. You got a game every second day. You're traveling. You're on a plane. You're in a different time zone. You don't really get necessarily a time to sit back and really reflect on your career until it's over. So I'm sure there'll be a time when I can kind of sit back and just be proud of what's happened, because I'm very fortunate to do what I do. I love every single day, the goods, the bads. There's some crappy days for sure, and people don't even necessarily see that, but it's just been an incredible ride for myself, and having New Jersey be a part of that ride now. Just very, very lucky and fortunate to do what I do.
Do you think you've grown more as a man, a father, and a husband when it comes down to it over this 16-year career?
It's not even close. I mean, I was just it's funny when you think about, like you said, it's been a bunch of years now. You start off as a single guy in the league, and then you get a girlfriend, you get married, you have kids. All of a sudden, there's a lot of different things going on away from the rink too, right? When you come to the rink, I still feel like the young 20-year-old, 21-year-old guy playing my first game, because you just have so much fun in the locker room. Whether you are going through the good days or bad days, you got 22 other guys to kind of gel with and kind of grind through that together. But when you go home, maybe instead of going to the city for 6 days in a row, you're being a dad, you're playing in the snow, you're making dinner, you're doing all these different things that go on. But I wouldn't change it for a thing. It's kind of been fun to go through that process and that, I guess, evolution of Brenden Dillon to and looking back on it.
So you played in your 900th game in mid-October. Reaching that milestone, what did it mean?
Yeah, like I said, I was just looking for one game, let alone 900 of them. It's just been surreal. There's, I think, after game 900 as opposed to game 100, the back's a little bit tighter. Getting a little bit more sleep. Little things change for sure in your career, but just my day-to-day process has been pretty much the same. I treat every practice like it could be my last one. You treat every game like it could be your last. And it's such a cliche thing to say, but I'm just so lucky and fortunate to do what I do. I never take a day for granted, never take a day, being able to be an NHL hockey player for granted, and I think that's really helped me get to where I am.
Is that a message that you've given the defensemen in this group? And do you think that's a reason why they're so defensively sound right now?
Yeah, it's been a fun group to be a part of. You kind of got your team within the team, and there's 6 of us, 7 of us that that are in the mix here for the Devils decor. And I feel like for myself, having the most games, kind of being the older statesman, it's been fun to kind of be somewhat of a leader back here. And I feel like I've got a great relationship with all 6 of us. We have a lot of fun together. And again, there's the ups and downs of a hockey season, but it's just, it's a great crew. I've tried to share what I can. We've got so many talented D on our team that I feel like I'm learning a lot from them, let alone me teaching them anything. So it's just enjoying every day is what I try to, whether it's a crappy practice or a long practice or a tough back-to-back games, enjoy what we're doing, the building we're playing in and what we're doing for a living.
What did you see in this team? You mentioned that they could be a Stanley Cup contender. What part of this team was the reason why?
Well, I think they got a lot of their core in their prime years, and not just in their prime years, but they're talented NHL guys that are known around the league. I've played the Devils now over the last 12, 13, 14 years, and seen kind of the evolutions of the young Nico Hischier's coming in, and then the Jesper Bratts and the Jack Hugheses, and transitioning now into some other players coming in, and all you really want is a chance. You just got to be one of those 16 teams that makes the playoffs, and then anything can happen. Goalies can get hot, your special teams. And I feel like if we're a team that got into the playoffs, that nobody would want to play us. At least I wouldn't want to play us. And I think that's kind of a credit to a team when you're someone that a team doesn't want to play. So for looking at teams, and I was fortunate this summer to have some options to look at, and the Devils just from day one just seemed like such a great fit. Needing somebody like me that can play both sides of the puck, can kind of support the offensive defenseman that we have, and all in all, it's just been such a great transition. So happy to be able to come here and be a part of the Devils, and hopefully we can have some more success down the road.
Brendan, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Go Seton Hall.
Love the shout out, Brendan. Thanks so much. Brendan was speaking with Jackson Shank, an undergraduate at Seton Hall University and a member of the Devils content team. We'll have more of the Citizens Intermission Report after this. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.